Hello, Anshu Sharma here. Welcome and my love to all of you. In episode 1, we discussed praise, validation, and rewards are energies of the heart. No matter what age, they open children's heart. If a child does not receive these energies, his heart starts closing. If you have not seen episode 1, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and see in the description box the links for both episode 1 and episode 2. In episode 2, we highlighted the role of ego along with many other topics. All parents need to educate themselves in knowing how ego functions. In a nutshell, ego compares, ego judges, and ego complains. So, if you or your child is feeling negative emotions, they are stemming from ego. Know that. For more information on ego and on your child's development stages connected to the energy centers in our body, the chakras, which form in early and late childhood, and for your own personal integration, please read my book, Freedom in Life. This book is available on Amazon and also on my website. So let's start. What to do when one of the parent is mentally and emotionally absent or detached. In this episode, we will discuss a parent who is, although living under the same roof, but is not available as much as possible for emotionally and mentally for the child. We are not talking about single mother parenting. We will take up single mother parenting in separate episode. So if one of the parent is emotionally absent, then first accept we are all express a sum total of our conditioning, experiences, archetypes, and mental patterns. A person, any person, can't help but what he is. Blame, judgments, and throwing guilt do not help. Understand and then focus on what that parent is doing right in providing for the family. Praise him for his contribution, even if it is little, occasionally, not so frequently. With praise and validation, he is likely to contribute more. Pay attention and pick up the areas the absent parent is naturally interested in. For instance, men are generally interested in driving, active sports, or watching sports on TV, gardening, cricket, swimming, camping, eating out, socializing, puzzles, karate, judo, cycling, football, badminton, politics, or going out on picnics. Observe him and make a list. Then match one or many of his interests with your child's interests. Soon you will find that they will start spending happy times together. You can also involve yourself in at least one of his and children's combined interest activity, and do that every week. If it is possible, then at least twice a week. If not possible, then at least once in a week. Then do not suppress your emotions. Do something to address them. Suppressing your emotions will cause resentment and more separation. Your child can sense all the hidden dynamics. Pay attention to the negative emotions you are feeling and then work towards resolving them. In my book and in my course on emotional integration, there are many practical strategies to help you. I have made this course free for all. And if you feel the benefit, then you can leave some donations from your heart. So deal with your emotions. Know the strategies, how you can do that, either by yourself or with the help of your support team. Throwing your emotions on your child or discussing with him is never a good idea. Children are not equipped to solve adult problems. It is like asking a 5-year-old to lift a bag of weighing 10 kgs. So leave him alone. Don't involve him in your adult emotions. Let him enjoy his precious childhood. Most important thing for you is invest in making your support team. And keep your team exclusively to yourself. It takes time and effort to build a relationship. So do not allow other people's and including your spouse's jealousies and influences to destroy your personal relationships with your team or with your family members. Then another thing you can do is, if you can afford, employ someone to give you a home help. Too much physical work can easily make you tired. Now this goes for every parent, especially for mothers. Too much physical work can make you tired, and then you can neither spend quality time with your child nor you can think about your child's and yours issues and concerns. Minimizing physical help or physical work will help you utilizing your emotional and mental energies more efficiently. Invest in your own interests and passions. On your interest and how to create your life at any stage, you may listen to my talks on creating your life. Last but not the least, keep moving forward, enjoying every day of your precious time with your children. Let's discuss Rule 21 to 1. 21 and 1 rule signifies only after 21 times of authentic praises a parent earns some right to reprimand or discipline his child. In order to break the cycle of continuous fault finding and corrections. So we are no more now discussing exclusively the absent parent. We are talking about the general guidelines for all parents. So when you give authentic, real, praiseworthy statements 21 times, you earn the right to discipline your child one time. Another rule which goes with this guideline is the rule that praise in public and discipline in private. Parental praise, appreciation, and validation is not only important but absolutely vital for children and teenagers. Of course, little bit grown up children start feeling shy if you praise them too much in public. So do it in a subtle and as a matter of fact way. But take care, the praise has to be authentic and not superficial. Many parents keep repeating, I love you, you look nice, all day long. And after a while, it becomes monotonous and repetitive, even stale. Children listen to it, but they can also sense its superficiality. Most parents undermine their children's intelligence. Children are old souls. Their bodies may still be developing, but their souls have taken innumerous births. Though their expressions may be limited, they do understand what is being spoken and what is not being spoken. They can sense. They can definitely discern between genuine and artificial statements. They are masters in picking up the energies. That is why it is important and it is wise for you to make a list of their accomplishments and keep this list private. From this list, you can pull out honest praises as per your discretion and as per the situation whenever you need it or whenever that praise fits the situation. Now, another guideline is invest time in active listening and taking active interest. Both your attention and interest are required in order to pick up praiseworthy deeds. Take an active interest when they bring their schoolwork or they talk about what they are learning and achieving through various studies, activities and studies and various subjects they are interested in. Your overlooking is disheartening to them. So if you are busy, then convey to them. I really like to see and feel proud of your achievements, what you do in your school or college. So let me finish this work which I have at hand and then both of us will sit down and have a look. When you sit down, take an active interest. Take time to notice what he has done good, where he has put in an extra time and effort, and also pay attention to where he is lagging. You can then add his accomplishments in your list to be used often whenever it is needed. Now, about their non-performance, usually they know the reasons of their non-performance in certain areas. Your casual hint would make your child pay more attention. Depending upon the situation, you may even offer genuine assistance, even provide extra tuitions. Most parents, in spite of their best intention for their child, do the opposite. Instead of providing genuine help when it is needed, they pinpoint and exaggerate a child's negatives. They start blaming the child for his non performance, whereas the actual reason may be that he is truly not able to understand the concepts. Even as adults, we tend to ignore the areas of our knowledge. And when we ignore the areas of our knowledge gaps, in time these gaps start widening. And then we start like ignoring those areas simply because we do not understand them. A child requires your active support and time, and above all, your encouragement in the areas of non performance. Right help at the right time can fill the knowledge gap. Then let's discuss the rule of balance of love and law. These days, most parents either spoil their children through pampering and catering to all of their child's demands, or on the extreme there are other parents who constantly degrade their children through constant fault finding statements. Constant fault finding may invite a child shutting down. He may withdraw and he will start separating from you. Some go to the extreme of rebellion. A child stops communicating and taking part in family's fun activities. And sometimes, in extreme cases, the child locks himself in his room in the company of his virtual or online friends and activities. On the other extreme, too much attention on pampering through pleasing your child can spoil him. In some extreme cases, it may reflect on parents' own need to please, stemming from various underlying causes. Such a child may find difficulty in overcoming real life resistance, counteracting his expectations of being entitled to service. So, a pampered child is used to pampering and having all his wishes fulfilled. How is he going to deal with the resistance? And when other people do not comply to his demands later in his life? So, a balance has to be maintained. If you are into too much fault finding and corrections, then following the rule of 21 authentic praises, earning you a right to reprimand once, will help you coming into the balance of love and law. And if you are going an extra mile to please your child and pampering your child, then you have to take a step back. Stop and reflect on your own behavior first. Are you afraid of losing your child's love? Are you tilting towards your child to compensate other relationships? Are you seeking validation and approval? Investigate the reasons behind. Detach and enforce boundaries in an assertive manner. Do not be afraid. No, you are the only parent your child is ever going to have. Your child is looking for a parent, not a friend in you. Your child is secretly looking at you to guide him and teach him a healthy balance of love and law. Constantly remind yourself and know that one day your child will move on with his life. So you have only this present now time to act in a responsible manner. So we have covered a lot of topics today. Understanding ego, 21-1 rule, active participation, and balance of love and law. Hope you are being benefited from these talks. Do subscribe and share with other parents you know. You never know when and how people imbibe the wisdom. So please subscribe and also share so that others can benefit too. That's all for today. Lots of love and light. We will continue our talks, and I take your leave now. Take care. Bye.